G'day, ladies and gentlemen. A school in New Hampshire has had one of their high school students sue them after he was suspended for saying, are you ready for this? This is horrible. There are two genders. Oh my God, can you believe he said it? Back in my day, yeah, I'm saying that, I'm 28, I can say it, all right? Back in my day, you could throw apples at the staff room through the art block and knock a teacher out, and you'd still be in line for sports captain, all right? Things have changed. Makes me sick, ladies and gentlemen, but g'day, how you doing? I hope you're subscribed to the channel if you haven't already, and if you are subscribed, hello. How are you? I hope you're well. How's that giant cock or big tits of yours going? Also, ladies and gentlemen, on the 7th of December this year, we are doing a massive merch drop. Yes, that's right. It's massive again. But this time it's the summer drop. We're doing new t-shirts, I don't even want to tell you, but there is one new item in the background right now. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving away more prizes than ever. And all you have to do is buy one piece of merch, but I'll tell you all about that in a couple of weeks.
Stick around.
For now, let's look at this insane story. But first, ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by the great people at Aston James. Aston James products are the world's first luxury men's skin and hair care brand to offer you free trial kits delivered straight to your door. And all you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. Now, Aston James, you may not know this, but it was founded by the most beautiful man who ever lived, Fabio. Look at that body, what a rig. These premium luxury men's skin and hair care products are also certified organic, cruelty-free, ethically sourced and sustainably packaged. You also get an optimal product use booklets with your free kit so you know how to get the most out of all of your products. And as if that wasn't enough, ladies and gentlemen, these legends are going to donate $1 from every sale to men's mental health. That's absolutely fantastic. These kits are just for people in Australia, but just for this channel, they're going to ship them worldwide. Bloody oath! And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to go into the draw, how about this, to win a $500,000 Aston Martin DB11 for an entire weekend. And the winners will be announced in January 2022. Now for the absolute kicker, strap yourselves in for this. The guys at Aston James have a massive Black Friday deal for you. Holy shit balls! It's 47% off. 47% off all their full price kits and all their stock. That is incredible. All you have to do is use the code at checkout like this, Cyber Butter. All right, 47% off with the code Cyber Butter. This is strictly for 1 week, so get moving, go and get it now, Cyber Butter. And thank you very much to Aston James for supporting the channel. Now, back to the video. The freshman student, only identified as MP in court documents, was discussing the difficulty of addressing a non-binary person in Spanish, Espanol, for those of you who don't understand English, with his friends on the school bus. This was after a student in their Spanish class, I imagine, asked to be referred to as they, them. As if it isn't hard enough with 4 million different pronouns to understand how to say them in English when half of them aren't even in English, to now say them in Spanish. Anyway, another student overheard this and then interjected and started arguing with MP about the two genders situation. Now, I did use a quote from here, but if you actually look at what the Daily Mail wrote, they didn't put the word two in there, TWO. Nice one, dickheads. Great editing. So far, MP has said, the only thing that they have said is that there are only two genders in the world. Now, I am no scientist. I am not a doctor. I am not a magician. My point is, he's not wrong, okay? There are only two genders, male and female, and there are some intersex people. So let's say 2.5. A lot of people will tell you that there is an infinite amount of genders. And those people are both wrong and insane. So we shouldn't listen to them. But you also should never be suspended from school for saying that they're, well, not even for this, for telling the truth. The truth is important. After the short discussion on the bus, the student engaged in debate over gender and sexuality in text messages with the person that they were arguing with on the bus. I imagine the text messages went something like this. There are only two genders. Oh my God, you fucking bigot, racist, sexist, etc. Those messages were turned into the school administrators, who suspended MP for not respecting pronouns. That is in quotes. That is a quote from real human adults. Dobbed in for not respecting genders. Dibber-dobbers, wear nappies, gender neutral ones too. Now, I'll level with you, okay? The suspension wasn't suspended from school. He was suspended from a week of football, and then it came down to just one football game. Now, this is basically how journalism works in the modern era. It's not so much the truth that's important, but whether or not people click on your fucking website and then you can show them ads and you get paid. That's what journalism is all about at this current point. So yeah, I clickbaited you, but they clickbaited me.
What can I say except you're welcome?
But honestly, I don't care what he was suspended from. I don't care if he was suspended from fucking Woolies for an hour. Being suspended for stating the truth just because it upsets people is fucking outrageous. The student MP in question does not deny that he violated the gender non-conforming student policy. So let's have a look at the gender non-conforming policy, okay? Basically, I've scrolled through it before, don't worry. It's some great reading. It'll put you straight to fucking sleep. But stick around, there's much more interesting things happening in this video. Don't you fucking leave. Please. Basically, it says you have to listen to whatever someone identifies as. You have to allow them to go to whatever bathroom they want to go to. You have to allow them not to be segregated into different teams or sports based on gender, okay? Pretty much it says be nice. And I think you should be nice. I think you should call everyone by whatever gender they want to, but your free speech rights should not be interfered with ever. Just because it upsets someone, it's mad. The suit then details how MP later chatted with friends on the school bus over the complications of using third-person pronouns when referring to themselves in Spanish. The third-person pronoun to refer to a group of men is ellos, but referring to a group of women becomes ellas. A lot of the controversy in this situation, in this current case, is that the young man MP is stating that coming out with different pronouns is actually infringing upon his religious rights, and he's brought in a lawyer who's very Christian and all this type of stuff. Listen, I don't want to sound disrespectful. No one gives a fuck about your religious rights. I know there's some people in the comment section who are like, no, you got to defend Christianity, and shut up. Free speech is far more important. Freedom of religion is important too. You should be able to do that. And I, as a person, an advocate for free speech, should be able to say, you're a child. We should always be able to speak truthfully without fear of repercussions just because we spoke the truth. So the story basically ends with MP suing his school for infringing upon his religious rights and, suspending him. But as I just said, the bigger problem here is his freedom of speech that is not intact at all at this school. And what happens when free speech is attacked? Well, the control of thought, the control of speech, that's what ensues. Big government telling you what you can and can't do. Being policed by the people around you, your employer, your politicians, and the lords over at Blue Check Mark fucking wherever. That's what happens. They become the people that you answer to. And no one is safe. Just last week, John Cleese was cancelled from going to a university. John Cleese from Monty Python, a legend of the comedy industry, which is absolutely insane. The difference here being, he cancelled himself. John Cleese cancels an appearance at Cambridge University after a visiting speaker prior to him was banned for a Hitler impression. Cleese banned himself from going to Cambridge University because they don't allow free speech. Another gentleman by the name of Andrew Graham Dixon, an art historian, he was banned and not allowed back onto these premises of Cambridge University during a debate about God. For some reason he brought up Hitler. Anyway, he did an impression of Hitler and now he's not allowed there. Mr. Graham Dixon declined to comment on Cleese's withdrawal, but on Monday he issued an apology for any offence caused by his parody, an important word, saying that he had been trying to persuade the audience that bad taste and bad morality often go hand in hand. The speech I gave was a strident attack on Hitler's racism and anti-Semitism, he said. I apologise sincerely, etc., etc. It was a parody, it was satire, and he was banned for that. So Mr. Cleese, who is known for a Hitler impression where he raises his arm and does the little feet thing that I'm not going to do because it'll be taken out of context, he basically said, well, Cambridge, if you don't allow this dude here, how can you let me there? And he cancelled himself. He is fearful of the attack on free speech by Cambridge University. And this is why comics, they don't go and do university because they know people will just get upset and offended and freak the fuck out, these weak fucks. Just to reaffirm what this video is about, there are infinite genders, you bigots. And let me know your favourite gender down below because I'm going to do a video on all the genders next week. And for the people who do identify as other genders, don't rely on other people to make you happy. It will never work. You need to find that happiness within yourself. And if being transgender or non-binary or whatever makes you happy, then that's wonderful. I wish you all the very best in life. But you can't rely on other people to walk on eggshells around you your entire life. It's just not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks toodle off. I'm not going to fucking duck down like I normally do because my back's a bit crook. So I'm just going to walk off there like a fucking star.